It Speculates here for you. Today is episode number 2 of Quarterly Theory Mastermind, where I am going to introduce to you Sequential SMT. What is it? Every cycle that you have to know and use for intraday basis and find good entries with it. I can say that it is important even for candle range theory and for all ranges. I mean, if you don't know all the types of ranges and how to identify them, you can join Range Trading Protocol. This is my personal mentorship right now. It's there are only 12 more places to be filled, and I will just close the doors, but for now ignore that. About Sequential SMT, this is SMT. You know what SMT is. I will just come here, smart money technique or tool, whatever, smart money time. It's a cracking correlation where 2 or 3 assets have not been aligned. Imagine this is Nasdaq, this is S&P 500. Okay, make it like that. And this is YM, right? This is what SMT looks like. But what sequential SMT is, again, smart money, technique, tool, or time, whatever you call it. Let's say just SMT. But it is SMT between each quarter. Which means what? Now, let's make some cool stuff here. Like this. Good. Oops. Perfect. Now, let's say this is Q2, this is Q3, this is Q4, like that, right? Now, what is SMT, sequential SMT, or SSMT actually? It's the crack between, let's say I will make it on, imagine 2 pairs to be more clear. Now it's SMT between the structure inside each quarter, which means Q1 can make a low and Q2 to be failure swing like this on Nasdaq, let's say, and here's, let's make it NQ, and this is ES, right? Good. RTP, right? Good. Now you can see ES make a low and Q2 purging that, and of course now you can see this low being created at, let's say, this is from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. like 6 4-hour candles. Let's make it like that. 6 4-hour candles. Oh, 6 hour candles. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so this can be, let's say, 1 a.m. and this is just SMT between these quarters. Doesn't matter when it's purged. The thing that matters is that the sequential SMT indicates time being right to be bought or sold while you're engaging with a key level. Like if you have a key level right here, this is perfect example what can happen. You can see, let's say here we have some liquidity pool above the key level, and right here we have another liquidity pool. It can happen like that. Nasdaq to swoop the low above the key level in Q1, and yes, failed too. Now Q2 is what? From the episode number 1, it's the true open, right? So the true open is actually making your entries better. Now in this case you can wait and take the trade on the asset that swoops, because right now, right here, you have already formed leg number 1, right? And you're building a failure swing. But right here, with this swoop, your leg number 1 will start, and then you can experience retracement to leg number 2. This is how you can hold a little bit longer than this. And there is something which is a strength switch. I will talk about it maybe inside the range trading protocol, my Q1 mentorship. And yes, but yeah, what you have to know is that sequential SMT is SMT between quarters on 2 assets or 3, right? In this case, it means you can have range like that and Q3 to make a purge, and right here you can have the same thing but failure swing like that. This is also between the last 2 quarters, right? Like that. Now these are the important, because this is already left behind and you're paying attention after the true open. You're already launching quarter number 3, sorry. Now in this case you're again finding a high probability setup like this one more time between quarters, and this usually the SMT between Q2 and Q3 SSMT, sorry, is usually the strongest and cleanest delivery after happening. And how will this happen? Again, is you can see soup on the 1 quarter, and the next to be like this, engineering, then soup into a key level. But more importantly is that you can have already model number 1 here, and right here not a thick candle, but in Q3 to make it, then flip it. And once you flip it, you can take the entry after closing above or while retesting it. How? You can see Q4 start or retracement into key level into another continuation, or full reversal, depends if you're right on the bias. So what more? You have monthly cycles, weekly cycles, daily cycles, and 90-minute cycles. Now let's start with the number 1, monthly cycles. Monthly SSMT cycles are week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, and week number 4. These are the monthly quarterly cycles, right? Because 1 month is made by 4 weeks. And like that, this is a strong indication like this. Now if you see SSMT, right, sequential SMT between 2 monthly cycles, which are week 1 and week 2, you can expect a push into the next one, or retracement and then push. Like this is indicating smart money tipping their hands to you that time is already right to go. Now you need the right key level to get your sponsorship for getting the move. Now let's say the weekly cycles. The weekly cycles are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday have its own criteria what it should do, and this will be explained maybe. Now like this again, weekly cycle SMT is between daily candles. Let me say it like that, it will be easier. So monthly cycles are SSMT. So monthly cycles are sequential SMT between weekly candles. Weekly cycles are sequential SMT between daily candles. Daily cycles are sequential SMT between 6-hour candles. And 90-minute cycles are session cycles between sessions between Asian, London, New York AM and New York PM. This is what are the cycles and how you can frame them. Now it's the same thing again, like this, forming. You can have another one, who knows, you can experience this and then expansion, but this is everything you have to know about the sequential SMT for now. Let's go to the daily cycles. Daily cycles are the sessions, which means Asia. Again, like next is London Open. After that is New York AM. Let me make it like that to be easier. And New York PM. These are the daily cycles, aka the sessions. So they're divided by 6-hour candles, and on every asset that you have to check, the cycles go like this: 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., and 12 p.m. to what? To 6 p.m. And let's see indices. See how on the indices they're perfect. 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. again. But if you go, let's say on EU, see how this is not clear, right? See 5 p.m., 11 p.m. This is not the right way to use the 6 hour. So in this case, you would go to, let's see, 2 hour. I don't know if it's that clean. No, the 1 hour. Now once you go on the 1 hour, you start from 6 to 12 to until it's ready, right? These are the cycles right now. And let's compare our chart to Geo. Look at this right now. Just see, is there any SMT between Q1 and Q2? Like the low of Q1 is here, Q2 here. It's failure swing, right? And another one, failure swing, no soup. Okay, now let's go on Q2. This is the lowest point of Q2, right? I don't care that the Q2 lowest point can be this one, I don't know. But in this case, see how Q2 was purged with the opening of Q3, which is the 6 a.m. candle. And right now, I will not use my SMT like this. My SMT will still be on the swingest low of the quarter. And right here, it looks like that. Now it's SMT between periods of time, not between, okay, I'll go a little bit deeper. You can have time SMT, which is between the quarters, right? Which are here in this forming X, Y, and the other pair can form that failure swing. And yeah, this is time SMT. And once you see things forming only on swing structure like that, outside of every quarter, it's price SMT between x-axis and y-axis, right? Yeah, okay. Now, so this is why I don't care about which low is it, because I'm about the time SMT. And this is what I've seen. And right here, I call it a defensive candle range, while seeing this high rejected. I was bullish because of the sequential SMT, and this is why I wanted to ride the move up, and my entry was right below this. Then what I did, I longed, I closed my trade right here. Then I wanted to short this, and I got stopped out right here because I just saw that we are going up and I don't have to lose at this high. I control my risk and I close right there. And this is a good idea of a trade. Now, of course, you can go back in time and find even more examples. But for now, this is what you have to know. These are the daily cycles, which are sequential SMT between the intraday sessions, using them with 6-hour candles, starting from 6 p.m. onwards. So from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. is my Asian session. After 12 to 6 is my London. And on 6 starts my New York. And after 12 p.m. comes New York PM session. And again, Q1 is Asia from 6 p.m. from 12 p.m. sorry, to 6 p.m. And this is the whole thing. Now, the SMT can happen between sessions, like London swooping this for New York OTE into making it like that and swooping that. It is really, really good. It can happen. And right now, what I would do in this situation is I would choose the London, because if London can be turtle swooped into a key level, and right here we have already formed a low of day inside London session and the quarter number 2, and below the true session open, right? And I can expect New York to give me a failure swing for optimal trade entry or OTE into the high that took the low, and right in this leg I would look for a key level to enter off of to ride the move up. But on this side, this is my sequential SMT between Q2 and Q3, and once I flip this, I can expect retracement and ride up. Or I am just taking the turtle swoop with the candle after the candle that tapped the key level, because in this case, imagine this is the candle that tapped the key level, right? I would take the next candle if it's open low, not in Q4, just imagine this is just 2 candles. We have new opening, let's say 1 hour, and the next 1 hour is open low. I'm expecting high close, right? This is a perfect example of key candle swoop into entry, to swoop it and go up inside of a key time, which is Q3, with sequential SMT forming a thick candle in a bullish order flow. This is perfection. What I would say now is that I am getting a little bit deeper. Now, of course, to trade, to scalp, maybe you can use the 90-minute cycles. It means dividing each session. Imagine this can be New York AM session. And how is it, sorry, it's from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. And at 7:30 starts what? True opening, right? So from 7:30 onwards to 9 a.m. is Q number 2. Q3 is the highest probability because it's meant to be for distribution, and it's between 9 a.m. to 10:30 and 10:30 to 12 p.m. This is again dividing your sessions. And you can trade for scalp like that with between the pairs. Can I get it, please? good, like this. And you can again use the same thing and catch traits to write, like sequential SMT with thick candle inside or after tapping a key level, right? You need a key level. If you have a key level and your order flow is correct, your position will not fail. Right? This is a must. You need first order flow, next key level. If you don't have a key level, this will not work and nothing will work. Until you know how to find the right key level, you're lost. And I will personally teach it inside the range trading protocol. You can join it. I have 12 more places and then everything will be gone. And yeah, now let's make it even more interesting, right? Now after you know that sequential SMT is smart money, tool, technique or time between quarterly cycles, you know the times, you know how they happen, what you can expect, combining it with order flow and key levels, you can use this indicator so it can be easier for you to track the cycles, which are Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And like this, you can see that right here, this is my monthly cycle, which is week number 2. Inside week number 2, I have weekly cycles, which are the daily candles, daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And inside of them, you can see that I have daily cycles, which are from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., 12 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 6 again. And you would want to use, this is really crucial, you always measure the quarters with these hours. You don't change them or don't use just the 6-hour time frame blindly. Put your lines on these things and measure it. If you can measure it, you find a really good way to read price and use it in a correct time, because price is nothing without time and time is nothing without the key level is considered, right? So in this case I'm saying that time is important, quarterly theory will help you a lot, but you always need to look for the right key levels. If you don't know where the key levels are, you are lost, and I can guarantee you that you will be lost. And now again, 6 to 12, 12 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 6. And you always have to use it with a key levels. If there is no key level, it will fail. If you saw the example today on EU, you can go check yourself, there is a key level. So the key level for EU was this weekly order block on DXY. Also a weekly order block and a breaker. This one is a breaker. On EU on a daily time frame. See how we completed the defensive candle range. Now we are attacking a high, which is this one and this one and probably this one. Maybe at the end of the month we can reach it. And again, right here was my sequential SMT between Q number 2 and Q number 3 with Geo right here. And this is what birthed my idea. And if you see this, see it's a turtle soup at a Q2, Q3, sorry, right? Once it got flipped, it's what? A motto number 1. And this is your entry. And this is very fucking easy. And you will start using it and you will thank me because this is very, very beautiful. See that the candle that liquidated the low is this thick down close candle. It's then the next candle, trade the candle after a candle that taps the important key level, which is important low. It gets flipped into burning what? Model number 1. Into providing what? Precise entry with good invalidation to ride it until the next liquidity pool. And see how liquidity pools are just stacked. See, no dealing range. Do we have anything right here important? We had this sub, but I don't care because look at this. Failure swings until here. Yeah. And we are totally bullish. But this is the clear way to find entries, to find things which are important. And for the people that know I was talking about this weekly FG getting filled. Why we get pushed down? Because we had monthly, quarterly sequential SMT. Look at this. It's between weeks, right? Between weekly candles. Right here. We had a retracement. A little bit bigger. But we can see Ethereum push price up until maybe this breaker. And once we get this breaker tapped, I think we'll see our fair value gap and fair value fulfilled into confirming that this is a range, into soup, into drop down, into our liquidity pool. And this is was and still is my whole idea for Bitcoin. But now, what I want to do, remember this, sequential SMT is SMT between quarters. Quarters are like this. Also, quarters are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. After that, quarters are week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Week 4, like that. This is what you have to look for. Now, inside of this, there are the 90-minute cycles. And you start counting 90-minute cycles from the start of every quarter, right? So it will be 6 to 7:30. 6 to 7:30, let's make it like that. After that, 7:30 to what? To 9. After that, 9 to 10:30. And 10:30 to 12. This is, imagine this is Q number 1, this. But this is also for Q number 3. And the other way around, it's from 12 to 1:30, then 1:30 to 3 to 4:30, and 4:30 to 6. Now this is for Q number 2 and Q number 4, like that. This is what you have to use. Now it's Q1, Q2, Q2, Q3. It is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Again, same thing, again, same thing, again, same thing. This is our cycles that you have to know and use. And don't use the microcycles, which are the quarters between these Q1s and Q2s and Q3s. It's really deep and you don't need that. And always start trading after 12 a.m. or after week 2 opens or after Tuesday opens, 5 p.m. Tuesday. Then for London, only look for entries after 1:30, and for New York only after 7:30. And this is crucial, right? Because it's true opens with sequential SMT, with liquidity key levels and order flow. Thank you for watching. It is Z Speculates. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel. Next video, let's see what it is. Next video will be about precision swing points, which will be really cool. After that, it will be TPD, reversion levels. This will be really cool. And this one is really important and really amazing. I will just make it like that, italic font, because this one comes with this one, and these two, sequential SMT, sequential sequence. I can say that sequential SMT is crucial for the sequential sequence, and this one will give you very precise entries, but it is on a video number 7, so have patience. And thank you for watching. Again, I can say that my mentorship is opened from 1st January to 1st April of 2026. This is Q1 mentorship, where I will guide through all types of ranges and how to enter on them, how to spot them, how to use them, what are they, and what they work for. This is ranges. The most important thing from this is how to spot them and how to use them correctly. Next, I will talk about all types of key levels, my favorite ones, how to spot the correct key level, how to enter of each key level, because there are different entry methods. And yeah, it's this, because this is the most important one. After that, more important topics like phases of delivery, types and phases of delivery, which are really important. And range trading protocol is now open for only 12 more people, which can join for $100, one-time fee, and enjoy the Q number 1 of 2026 with me, locked in into my Discord with our other 13 members. Thank you so much for watching. It's Z Speculates. I love you guys. Subscribe and let's fucking go. Z Speculates.